Hello traders and welcome back to Trade Like Skills channel. Are you always wondering how I'm making these profits each and every day whenever I'm trading or whenever I set zones? The market respects my zones. In this video, I want to take your trading to the next level. In this video, I want to reveal exact step-by-step process of using lower time frame analysis to catch sniper entries with high accuracy. Whether you trade Forex, gold, or indices, mastering lower time frame entries is the secret to improving your risk to reward and maximizing your profits. If you have been struggling with late entries, stop hunting, or missing trades, this strategy will help you understand how to refine your entries and trade like smart money. Watch until the end so you don't miss the golden tips that will change how you see the markets forever. And also, you will not miss the screenshots that I will share about how we use this strategy on a live market. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Forex trading strategies.
Want to trade like the pros? Join my free Telegram channel where I reveal the actual trades we've taken, the powerful strategies behind them, and the results that speak for themselves. It's also your direct gateway to my exclusive mentorship and VIP program, where traders are leveling up fast. Don't miss this chance to learn, grow, and win. Tap the link in the bio or description to join free today.
Without wasting much time, let's get started. Now, the first thing that we have to understand about trading on lower time frame is all about risking little in order to gain a lot or to gain more profit. So first of all, we shall look at the direction of the market. Secondly, we shall look at liquidity and imbalance. Thirdly, we shall look at order blocks. And lastly, we shall look at time frames. I'm sure with all these combined, you shall be knowing what to do in the markets as soon as possible. But I will not guarantee that only watching video on YouTube and only watching one video on YouTube or any YouTube gurus will help you become profitable. You need to learn a well-organized course that simplifies how to trade step by step until you become profitable. Now we can see this market is gold market and this is 15 minutes chart time frame. And this market has been breaking to the higher highs as we can see, and the market has been creating breaks of structure. So whenever we see breaks of structure breaking the higher highs, then we really know that this is an uptrending market and we know exactly the direction where the market is heading to. And most of the times, the market will retrace back to some zones depending on which zones that you have set and waiting for according to your analysis. And these are the major zones where the market will come to. And the first thing we are looking at is the direction of the market, of course. We can see that this market is breaking to the higher highs, going to the higher zones. And that confirms to us that this is an uptrending market. And the thing that we are looking at secondly is imbalance. We can see past some imbalances were filled, and now at this moment, this is the zone that we are having that is having some imbalance. And the market is just standing in that zone. It has already reacted in the zone, but we haven't made an entry. So some of you might fear that this market has left me already and I will not be able to trade for this entry. But what if I told you that there is a time you have to wait for on a lower time frame and then take a re-entry? Now, this is 15 minutes chat, and we can see that we are having imbalance around here. In my recent videos, I talked about imbalance. You can check about those videos and then you understand something about imbalance. So we can mark this one as our imbalance zone. Now, this is imbalance or fair value gap. Now, after knowing that we are having imbalance, then that's another confirmation. Firstly, we know the direction of the market. Second is the imbalance. The third thing, we are looking for liquidity. I always say that liquidity is everywhere in the markets, and everywhere is liquidity, of course. Let it be below, let it be above, there is liquidity. And we understand liquidity by understanding that those are retail traders stop losses that can be taken at any moment depending on where they are and depending on the direction of the market. The vital thing in trading is the direction of the market, and it's the best thing to look at. Now, what is the other thing that we're looking at. Of course, we have seen imbalance, we have seen direction of the market, and now we are looking at liquidity. If we can see well, liquidity here was taken and market broke the higher high, then took another liquidity, then some liquidity remaining above. Of course, that is buy side liquidity, and then we are having internal liquidity and also sell side liquidity that wasn't taken at the moment yet. Now, this is what we're looking at. Now we're having this internal liquidity that is taken by this move. I think you can see all this liquidity is taken by that move, and this one could work as an inducing zone. Why? The zone is having everything, but it's an inducement zone because liquidity wasn't taken at the moment the market had reached to that zone. So this is what I'm meaning. If someone could be pressing their order block around here, then they could lose definitely. Why? Because this liquidity wasn't taken yet. But this is the zone after liquidity is taken already. I'm giving you a lot of tips here, guys, but more tips are in my classes, in my mentorship. So even if I give you these tips, when you don't know how to be disciplined, when you have nothing about psychology, you will still lose. You will still lose. You will still have fear of missing out. You still be greedy. You'll still be impatient in the market. So you need real classes. Yes, these things alone, they can't help you. Even if you have a strategy, but you have not mastered you yourself, it's nothing. So this is what I'm talking about. I see many students or many people coming in my inbox and they say, you know what, I know this, I know SMC, I know this. And at the end of it all, they lose. And then they come back to you, they say, you see, I have been trading for 5 years, 10 years, but I know SMC, but I don't know why I can still lose. And when you tell them you need classes to learn well, and they are like, no, we know everything. So sometimes people complicate things. So you don't need to be like that because you are the one who knows the problem that you have, and then you have to solve it soon. So you need to learn and then you solve it. So we are done with the direction of the market. We are done with the liquidity and imbalance. Now we are going to the order blocks. So every time I talk about order blocks, I say these are the negotiation zones where buyers and sellers have been negotiating before one dominates. So as we can see, this is our order block that we marked, or an area of interest, or POI. But this zone was a negotiation zone because sellers were pushing the market down until buyers came in and then they dominated for once. This one became another block. So this is the core root of everything, or the cause of everything that caused the market, or that caused the buyers to dominate the market. Why? There are many reasons. The market was breaking to the higher highs. The market was showing us the direction, the real direction that it's taking, and now it's moving higher highs. So now we're going to look at time frames. You might be coming from 4-hour time frame, you might be coming from 1-hour time frame, going down to the lower time frames. You can also watch my past videos about top down analysis, then you will understand about the things. But here we're going to talk about 15 minutes to 1 minute. So this is a 15 minutes chart that we are starting with, and we are going to 1 minute to see how the lower zone looks like. Don't worry, I'll be showing you all the screenshots about this trade that we took. Now, what is going to happen here? We're going to go to 1 minute chart to see what is happening. First of all, we know the direction, we know where the market is heading, and we can see the market has reached in our order block. Now we can see what is happening in the market here. So which zone do you think is going to be the right zone? First of all, we can see that the market was trending down like this temporarily, and then market started breaking to the higher highs, and market had failed to break the lower low, which means this one is a change of character. So you mark it as your change of character. So that, you can say this is change of character, you can say market structure shift, anything that makes you feel fine. I'll show you the screenshots of this entry. So this is what I'm talking about. Now, the market is breaking to the higher highs. As we can see, they are newly formed break of structures on the lower time frame. We are on 1 minute now, and this is break of structure. So this thing will help you not to be hunted most of the times. You wait for the market to come to your zone. Make sure you have seen the market is changing the direction well from that zone, And then you go to the lower time frame, of course, you see how everything is running, then you look for any zone that is having your confirmation. Now I can say that this is my order block. Why? Because this order block or this zone was also still a negotiation zone. To those ones who don't understand these things, you need to come to my classes. I won't talk about this deeply. So I'll just explain some reasons. We're having change of character, we're having imbalance around here. Let me make this bigger so that someone can see what I'm trying to mean. Now, we are having the imbalance around here. We're having liquidity that is being left around here. So, what do you think the market is going to do? It's coming to fill this imbalance, to sweep this liquidity and continue, or sometimes also sweep this lower liquidity around here. But this meant that you are not going to do what? You are not going to risk a lot on this zone. You are not going to risk a lot on this zone compared to what you would risk if you are just entering this entry. Let's say the market came to this order block and you just entered. So you would be putting your stop loss around here. So let me show you how huge this is. Let's see from here up to here, this order block. Imagine this order block is 60 pips. Are you seeing this? When you go to the lower time frame and the lower time frame analysis, the stop loss will be smaller than it could be on a bigger order block. So this is what we're going to look at here now. Look at this. Now this is our order block, our zone before the impulsive move that you see like this one. Now it's below liquidity, and we are going to call it our buy zone. Now, why our buy zone? Because it is having each and everything that I need. So I'm going to put here my orders, let's say your pending orders or anything like that, and this is my zone. And now I'm going to say, because the market might come to sweep this liquidity, I will at least risk something like 20 pips, a few pips, something like 20 pips. Let's risk something like only 20 pips, and we target something high.
If you've been jumping from one free strategy to another and still can't find consistency, it's time to change how you learn. I've created an advanced mentorship at skillsfxuniversity.com, built for traders who want real mastery, not recycled content. Inside, I show you exactly how I break down the markets, catch precise entries, and grow consistent results, without indicators or guesswork. And here's the game changer. When you join the Profit Accelerator, you get a free $10,000 funded account. When you join the Mastermind Access class, you receive a free $100,000 funded account. No extra fees. This is for serious traders only. Tap the link in my bio or check the description below to get started today. Let's build your breakthrough.
Now we can see that, let's first go back to this 15 minutes. I show you something. We can see that the market has been dropping, breaking, also coming to this zone. So which means these zones might be mitigated and might yield something. So that means we are not going to look at the recent high just like that, but we are going to look at some nearest zones like these ones up to something like, my last TP was at 3384. That's where my last TP was. And these were 89 pips. So imagine you are risking 20 pips for 89 pips. One trade that you're going to take. Guys, I just like to simplify this trading and it works out. So it's not magic, it's something that I learned and I spent my time learning this. So that's why you have to understand how to trade too, because it's really beautiful when you know how to trade. So now this market, let's play this out and we see what the market does. So now the market is coming back to our zone, and let's see if the market activates the zone, and then we go. I'll show you the screenshots of these entries before and after, how we traded on this zone. Let me push this one around here because I think that's where it's going to be active from. So this is the first touch of the zone, and market reacted just there and then like that. But it has not yet taken the lower liquidity. So it's what we're looking at now. Boom. Now the market has swept the lower liquidity. This liquidity around here that has been left, and as I said, these are stop losses by you retail traders. Some people entered from here and they left their stop losses around here. So what do you think is going to happen? The bigger players are going to take it away. So what you have to do, you as a retail trader, you are not someone who is going to move the market, but you're someone who is going to understand who is dominating the market at the moment, and then you go with them. That's how you're going to be winning. So let's play this out and we see. And I think we can see how the market first played a lot around here, around that place, until the market started to fly, as you can see. And if you know how to trade, you know where to close from, fast TP, what. If you need to learn about those things, just get to my classes and watch. So this is how the market played out until all take profits were hit. So I think you can see now how the market hit all take profits and we were able to make a lot of money. So those are the screenshots of the entries that we took, and you can be making more practice about these things because I really teach a lot of things, and this is just a few to what I teach in my classes. So make sure you join my free Telegram channel and make sure you get to classes soon so that you can't miss a lot, because you're the one who is delaying yourself and things are getting hotter and other traders are just taking it, guys. So don't miss out. Get to my classes and change your lives right now. All right, thank you. Have a good time and make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video so that you can't miss more videos that are coming, and also your friends can't miss learning about this trading. All right, ciao.